The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And the stock of the day is Goodman Group. It has provided a quarterly update, reaffirming growth target of 9% for 2026 operating earnings per share, reporting more than $12 billion of work in progress for the September quarter, with the majority in data centres. It has just over 96% occupancy across its partnerships. So, Phil, let's start with you, and obviously very much focus on that data centre play. What do you think?
It's an interesting one. It's been a market darling for a long time. I think perhaps, look, the market, it probably would have been down today anyway, given what happened to tech stocks overnight. I think the result, the market may have been expecting better. I think they indicated 9% growth. Maybe the market was at 10. There was some suggestion that they give guidance early and then they upgrade. Well, they didn't upgrade, they reiterated. So not a bad result. But if you look at the longer term chart, it's been priced. It's had the benefit of the doubt market darling for close to 2 years now, and it's gone sideways because if you are, for want of a better phrase, priced to perfection, you need to beat consensus forecasts. You need to beat the 10 to 15% that people are forecasting, and they've matched it. So they haven't put out bad results. They've put out results in line. There's been very little reason for analysts to upgrade. Analysts continue to like the stock. I'm going to argue it's fully priced. I'm not going to call it a sell because data center, you need exposure to the data center, but how much do you pay for these stocks? Again, the fundamental view versus the momentum view. Great business. It is a property trust. It is a property trust. It is an expensive property trust, but it is right place, right time with some good assets and great management. So I can't bring myself to call it a buy. It could trade downwards. If we get this negative sell-off, the sell-off in tech stocks, and if that continues, it will continue to fall. As we were saying earlier, that could reverse overnight. So for me, it is fully valued, but we hope that they can deliver above consensus growth going forward to trigger some upgrades. But I'll call it a hold at this price because it is fully valued and the easier money's been made. Risk is to the downside if they don't continue to excite the market, I think. But a hold for now. Michael.
Yeah, similar thoughts. We used to be holders of Goodman Group. I think we exited a few months ago, essentially. Similar thoughts in that it's come a long way. In the prior few years, I think that's when it did all the heavy lifting, and then it just sort of got to a point where the market kept going up, and Goodman Group just was lagging. I think it was fully priced. It done all the heavy lifting, and we needed the next sort of upgrade catalyst or whatever to get it going. But as we've seen today, they've just reaffirmed guidance. So great business, but just doesn't have the momentum there at the moment. I mean, the data center thing, that's a positive. I think the negative where that could unravel is if tech companies slow down the investment in data centers, and I have seen some commentary from some of those tech execs over the weekend in the US that they've got the chips, they've got the demand, they're just constrained by energy. They just don't have they need the power to power these data centers, and obviously locally the energy prices are an issue. So I mean that could be a problem. So for me, with Goodman Group, I'd actually have it as a sell. So if we pull up the chart again, I mean, my chart's from last night, but what it's done over the past few months is it's been trading in a range. So if we have a look at those blue lines, it's been trading in a range, and today's price action has broken that range. So it's now trading beyond that range. It's fallen underneath. So that's a technical sell, and maybe it gets cheaper. So look, if it gets back to the mid-20s, let's have a look at it. Maybe it's a buy, but charting wise, it looks like a sell. Fundamentally, it's a hold. But again, you're just not making any progress at the moment. So I'd sell it, and let's keep it on the watch list. See if it gets to the mid-20s, and then it's value, and and you might see it get scooped up again.
All right, so two perspectives there. Fundamentally, you hold. Technically, though, a sell for our stock of the day, Goodman Group.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.